Marx talks about class struggle as a fight over how much value is taken from workers. In the Communist Manifesto of 1848, Marx says that all of human history is essentially a history of those clashes between different groups, like the powerful and the oppressed, or the bosses and the workers. These conflicts have led to big changes in society, either through big revolutions or by causing the downfall of these warring groups. Marx points out that even though modern society has moved past the times of lords and serfs in feudalism, it has not ended these conflicts. Instead, it has brought in new forms of struggle. Now, the main groups in this fight are the bourgeoisie and the proletariat. Earlier, the exploitation of workers was hidden behind religious and political beliefs, but now it is out in the open and pretty harsh. Everything is focused on money and power, so the workers or the proletariat end up in this ongoing battle with the bourgeoisie. At first, individual workers fight for their rights. Then it becomes about groups of workers in factories. Later, it is the workers in specific trades focusing their protests on the machines and factories. As industry grows, so does the strength of the working class. They start forming trade unions to try and get better pay. These fights sometimes turn into riots. They might not always win, but they bring more and more workers together to stand up for what they believe is fair against the interests of the business owners. Every class struggle is also a political struggle, starting at the national level because workers in each country need to deal with their own business owners first. But in the end, Marx believed that this struggle had to be resolved on a global scale. Workers from all over the world needed to come together to fight against their common enemy, capitalism. Even though Marx had not fully developed his theory of surplus value when he wrote the manifesto, in Capital Volume 3, he connects it directly to the issue of class struggle. He explains how the way extra work is taken from laborers is at the core of how society is structured. This conflict over getting this extra value is the basis of this larger disagreement. So, as long as these unfair relationships continue and one small group keeps oppressing the larger one, the class struggle will keep going on.